Before I get into this video, I would like to have my thoughts and condolences to the late great Del Lopes, aka the Patriot, that just passed away a few days ago, and really sad, really sad. And the Patriot was a kind of a failed gimmick in the WWE way back in the late '90s, but Del Wilkes, great territory worker. I heard he was a very good guy, and very good wrestler. And it's sad that he passed away. He passed away due to a heart attack, I believe, and very tragic, very tragic. Happy 4th of July, folks. I'm Boss Face 6, back to another video, and today, this is my very late review of Smackdown. I apologize. I have a very work schedule. Bear with me. This episode was basically setting up Money in the Bank, and, some matches are being set up. There was some stuff I didn't care about. There was a match that was very good, but then it kind of went on and drug on for a little bit, so I apologize. Yes, I was going to do this on Saturday, but unfortunately, I was very busy, and I had to work and all that stuff, so bear with me. And if I do miss some reviews, I greatly apologize, folks, because I am very busy. I work from 2 to 10 basically every day. And on top of that, I have a part-time job, which I might, get rid of because I'm exhausted every day. So yeah, again, happy 4th of July, folks. And let's get on with this review now, shall we? We're going to recap of Edge and Roman last week. And Edge has come down and he's talking about how he wants to, take back the title that he never technically lost, but he had to vacate due to retirement / his neck injury about 10 years ago. Which this is the basic premises of this promo. Jimmy and Heyman are backstage, and talking about Reigns isn't here, but he's gonna call out Edge later tonight about that. Nakamura and Big E versus Corbin and Cruz with Commander Aziz light with the Nigerian nail. Corbin apparently lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars over a week. Unless you're part of the Kardashians, how did you manage to lose that amount of money within a span of a week? I don't get that. It was fine. Corbin's a really good athlete, and I'm not joking when I say that. Corbin's a very good athlete. He's just not charismatic enough. He doesn't have charisma. If he has charisma and personality, he'd probably be one of the best, characters on the roster. But unfortunately, his in-ring work is the only thing going for him. And apparently he's a very nice guy. Apparently a lot of people like him behind the scenes, and he's very passionate, being very professional, which we all like professionalism in wrestling. Unless you're Shawn Michaels back in the 90s. Anyways. It was fine. It was whatever. If they're still continuing this Nakamura-Corbin feud, I don't get it. Apparently what they're going to be doing down the line is going to be a happy Corbin gimmick, even though he's in the depressive stages and all that stuff. Anyways, Corbin's a house of fire, and then his his vehicle gets towed, and then Big Indy 1, 2, 3. They're fighting over a vehicle. They're fighting over shampoo. And if you get that reference, I love you guys. Big E wins. We get a recap of Belair and Cesaro versus not Becky and Seth. Jesus, Becky Lynch ain't back yet, guys. Versus Seth and Bayley. Bayley comes down. She's talking about how Bianca kept using her braids and all that stuff, and that the win at Hell in a Cell was a fluke. And then Bianca comes down. She wants an I Quit match. Okay, let's get into this little caveat here. What was the point of the Hell in a Cell match? No point. Literally, there was no point to a Hell in a Cell match. If you're going to keep continuing the feud, what was the point of putting it in a cage where blood feuds are supposed to end? Take, for instance, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. Yes, they had matches, still had matches later on, but it wasn't like a no DQ or a false count anywhere match, at least I don't think. No, they just had like regular, singles matches. Look, Like, yes, that's stupid. Edge and Undertaker. They didn't even have a match after their Hell in a Cell match. At least I don't think. I think they did have a Pick Your Poison match, I think, on Raw, but I think that was just for storyline purposes, I think, between Edge and Christian. What's the point of having a Hell in a Cell match if a feud's going to keep continuing? Seriously. Like, I don't get it. I seriously do not get it. It is stupid, it is very repetitive, and it's very annoying. So, they're having an I Quit match at Money in the Bank. Okay, cool. Bayley says she's not going to quit. Probably foreshadowing, but who knows? Anyways, Heyman and Jimmy are backstage. Basically same shtick. Jimmy's gonna call Edge. And Owens versus Zayn, last man city match, qualifying match for Money in the Bank. I'm stopping it right there. This was a great match. These two always had good matches. The problem with it is that, there was some good stuff. Owens getting his arm worked over because his arm is taped up. Sammy, going batshit insane every 5 seconds because he's doing this whole conspiracy theory gimmick. I'm surprised they didn't have Alex Jones as his manager. Seriously, what the hell, dude? It just great stuff. An imploder, exploder suplex, great stuff. Super kick, pop-up power bombs, and then they brought out the tables. Owens goes through 2 tables and he gets back up. That's where the match ended. That's where the match should have ended. Yes, I know, a heel, winning by that advantage. Yeah, I get it. But, no, the something that afterwards was very ridiculous. So then, after Owens goes through 2 tables and survived, match still keeps going on. 3 heel kicks. Owens still gets up. Okay, I guess what they were trying to do with Owens, basically, Sammy had to throw everything but the kitchen sink to put down Owens, and Owens would not quit. But it just keeps going. It gets a little bit repetitive, and it kind of, drugs on. Zayn goes for that, DDT where he goes, through underneath the middle bottom rope, super kick, a stunner, powerbomb through the announce table, then powerbomb through another table, stunner on the floor, and then Owens wins. If they would have just done that, leave out the double table spot, then I would have liked the match even more, but ever since Owens went through those 2 tables and the match kept going, I just tuned out of the match. It was a good match, but that just really bothered me. And apparently, my good buddy Matt told me that it was kind of what they did with their ladder war back in ROH, where I think Kevin Steen at the time put El Generico, who was, Sami Zayn at the time, I think he put him through a ladder and, they kept fighting all that stuff. I haven't seen that match, and I heard it's a very, very, very great ladder match, but yeah, I can imagine that. So, anyways, Edge is backstage. Since Jimmy's going to call him out, he's going to accept it. Then Corbin and Rick Boogs backstage making king puns. Do you get it? Do you get it? King me. So Deville's in the ring. She's here to announce the second participant for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match on the women's side, Zelina Vega. That is the most underwhelming return I've ever seen in my life. What was the point of firing her if you're just going to rehire her? Again, with Samoa Joe, what was the point of firing him if you're just going to bring him back? Are they going to bring back Aleister Black? I highly doubt that, but it seems like they're going to. She's the most talented woman in the world. She's a good athlete, but I wouldn't go that far. Then Morgan comes down. She said that why are you putting these women in the match when they haven't proved it yet? Selena's like, well, I'm the most talented woman in the world. And what Liv said about talking about how Carmella is in the Money to Make ladder match, I don't get it either. And then, okay, Morgan has to face Zelina now. It goes on for 2 minutes to roll up 1, 2, 3. Thanks for coming, Zelina. I get what they're trying to do with Liv trying to prove herself to be in a Money in the Bank ladder match. She's already proven when she's carrying that Carmella feud that's been going on for like, what, 3 weeks now? Jesus H. Christ. Anyways, the villain appears her backstage and Seth shows up. He says, why is Edge getting a title shot? He's already proven that he's already lost to Roman, but you know, Edge didn't get his one-on-one match at Mania, and it was a triple threat instead. And then they said, well, if you want to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, you gotta face Cesaro next week. Again, we're continuing feuds. Dawkins versus Otis. Otis wins off their top rope splash 1, 2, 3. Didn't care about this match. Apparently, Montez is out with a rib injury, so I hope he gets back. Soon. I may not care for them as characters, but they may be nice people. Then Jimmy and Heyman are backstage. Heyman says everything that Roman does is for family, and you know you're gonna be main event Jimmy. Jimmy comes down. He calls out Edge. Edge shows up. He says, you're Roman's bitch. They fight. A crossface. Man, a Canadian doing a crossface on a 1 minute's family member. Where have I heard this before? Then he grabs a chair leg and he does it again. Again, Benoit should have been watching. I'm not going to apologize for that. Benoit, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but he's going to hell for what he did to Nancy and Daniel. So anyways, that's basically it. That's your show, guys. But yeah. So, I don't know what else to say. So yeah, this show was fine. Anyways, what did you guys think of the show? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tap on for more notifications. Have a 4th of July, folks. Join the herd. Talk to you guys next video. Peace out.